Welcome to Challenge, the channel where every experience is an adventure. Today we're embarking on a unique journey through time and taste, 24 hours of First Nations cuisine. This challenge takes us deep into the culinary history of Indigenous peoples, exploring recipes like Bannock and dishes made with game meat. Get ready to uncover the rich traditions and flavors that tell the story of these resilient communities. The cuisine of the First Nations is deeply tied to their sacred connection with nature. Every ingredient is carefully selected, not only to nourish but also to honor the environment. Before the arrival of Europeans, Indigenous peoples in Canada and the United States relied on the bounty of the land: berries, game, fish, herbs, and roots. These ingredients were transformed into simple yet nourishing dishes, often cooked over open flames or preserved through drying. Let's start with a classic staple, Bannock, a simple and delicious flatbread. This dish, rooted in Indigenous culture, symbolizes resilience and adaptation. Here's how you can make it at home. Mix flour, water, salt, and a pinch of baking powder. Knead the mixture into a dough, then flatten it. Cook it in a hot skillet or directly on stones by a fire for an authentic experience. Bannock can be enjoyed plain or topped with honey, berries, or dried meat. Indigenous peoples were skilled hunters, and game meat was a cornerstone of their diet. Deer, bison, elk, and hare were often prepared in stews or smoked for longer preservation. For this challenge, we prepared a traditional bison stew. Sear bison chunks in a pot. Add root vegetables like carrots and turnips, along with wild herbs for extra flavor. Let it simmer until the meat is tender and the aroma fills the air. Berries like blueberries, cranberries, and Saskatoon berries were not only a vital source of vitamins, but also a sweet treat. They were often used to make pemmican, a mix of dried meat, fat, and berries. During this challenge, we created a wild berry compote. Simmer a mix of berries with a bit of water and maple syrup. Serve it alongside Bannock for a dessert that's authentically Indigenous. Spending 24 hours cooking and tasting First Nations dishes is more than just a culinary challenge. It's an immersion into an ancient culture, a lesson in living harmoniously with nature, and a celebration of enduring traditions. Try these recipes yourself and share your creations with us. Let us know how these unique flavors connected you to the history and heritage of the First Nations. Subscribe to Challenge and don't miss our next culinary and cultural adventures. Together, let's take on the challenge of discovering, learning, and celebrating the treasures of the world, one experience at a time.